Today we're going to take a look at our fourth tangle pattern that will be used in our final drawing for our robot composition. And this tangle is called Siros. And it is by, I forgot the name here, it is by Simone Menzel. Siros by Simone Menzel. Now, originally this tangle was designed to have sort of an Art Deco appearance, but we're going to make a few modifications so it's more fitting for our particular application. So we're going to start by drawing a little pentagram, or not pentagram, a little pentagon, and then we're going to draw straight lines going off in the same direction as if it were spinning that way off of each corner, so that we end up with something like this. And now from each of these that we've drawn, we're going to draw a curve that comes out. We're going to make a little loop and come back like that. So again, we're going to come over, make a little loop, and come back. We'll just repeat this until we've gone all the way around. All right, once we have all of that done, we're going to create a little curved line to close up these spots here. These shapes that we've created that look now, once it's done, they look like little bands that go across with that. Now we can even close up these loops a little more by just inking in that little spot as though that were a little dark area or a shadow in there. And now we're going to draw another pentagon, sort of upside down in this case, just finding the corners where they were. And now for our more mechanical look to it, we're going to add the sense of rivets, which has become a common theme, I realize, in our previous tangles, but we're just going to put 3 of them in each of these little bands to give that impression that it's being held together mechanically like this. Okay, and then we're also going to draw what might be in this case a stem. So we'll come up, we're going to draw a little jagged line just like that, and then we're just going to mirror that just like that. And let's create a little bit of a line here, like these are pieces that have come together, and we'll ink in at a little triangular shape there. In fact, I'll zoom in for you here. So we're going to just create little lines like that so that we can ink that in. Give some sense there of a shape to that. All right. Now we're also going to add an orb here in the middle. You can do all kinds of interesting things with the centerpiece here, but I'm just going to use an orb for right now. And that really is the shape that we're looking for. So now we're going to grab our graphite and let's do some shading on this pattern here. So again, with all Zentangle patterns, and especially when you're taking liberties with them, you can shade them in a variety of ways, but to sort of create that metallic or shiny surface look to it, we're going to put a little graphite along the inner and outer edge of each of these sections that we've created. Just a little bit. Just creating that. I'm sorry if I keep going off the camera there. I'm just creating a single line. Of course, you can do that as you see fit. I'm also going to create a little line along the edges here. and just a tiny bit of graphite in here. Since I'm imagining that this piece continues underneath this and is that. So it's all kind of the same part, if you will. So I'm going to add a little shading to each of it. And I'm going to add a little darkness here underneath just for a more of a dimensional shadow. Now we'll take our tortillon and we'll gently diffuse or disperse or smooth out this graphite. And what I want to try to do is leave a little sense of a white spot or a spot without graphite in the center of these spaces. Now I realize they're quite small on this little tile, so that can be a challenge, but just try to leave that little white spot in there, almost like a highlight where the light is reflecting on that curved shape. And then we'll add a little dispersed graphite down in here, just like that. And what I do want to also do is add a little bit of almost like a circular shape here, a letter C if you think of it that way, up on the top part of this, and then we'll just disperse that outward as well, creating an effect of some sort of a highlight on that, and the rest is just reflecting. Now, like we've done on one of our other tangles, we could add some graphite to the base or bottom portion of these little rivets to give the impression of a little dimension there as well. So if you'd like, you can add that. And we may be adding some color possibly in our final drawing that will give us even additional options, but here we're just trying to create some sense of real shape or dimension. Something about like that. And we could even add a little bit of graphite in these lower portions here, darken that up so it has that look like it's kind of going down inside of there. And I'll pick this up and maybe give an angle here for you. Just about like that. And so that is the tangle for today, Siros, and it will be used in our final robot drawing. Thanks for watching.